The police actually did say that he was a person of interest. Okay. But the police are not saying why he was a person of interest. But my insider scoop slash T slash hasn't even been released yet says, as far as my sources, they say that allegedly, and this is Lala News 3, and thanks for tuning in to another episode. And in this episode, I actually be sadly talking about rapper Germ. His girlfriend, an Atlanta-based rapper, his girlfriend's body was actually found after he reported her kidnapped, which sadly he watched the kidnapping and called the police himself to report her kidnapped and missing. So, you guys know where to reach me at all social media platforms, Lala News 3, and also LMFierceReview in regards to any business inquiries. So, and rapper Germ, like I mentioned, is an Atlanta-based rapper. So his name is actually Jerry Antoine, and that is who, like I mentioned, called 911. And this was on August the 13th at about 5 in the morning. He reported her kidnapped. His girlfriend is actually 27-year-old Mariam Abdulrab, who actually was returning from work, which she was a bartender at a bar. She was at the Revelry bar that night working, and when she arrived home, she actually was seen on footage being held at, pushed in the trunk at gunpoint, and kidnapped on the way in the house, or coming to from the car to the house. So and he actually called 911 as far as Germ himself. And he said, somebody just left with my girlfriend. Oh my God, bro. I just watched her get kidnapped from in front of my house. What the fuck? Oh my fucking God. You guys can go and listen to the audio as well of the 911 tape. I might plug it in at the end of the video so you guys can see it. I'm sorry, listen to it if you're not able to find it. But it is available. It's made public now. So the operator also asked if she actually was taken at gunpoint, and he responded by saying, yes, I watched it all through my window in my front yard, and he said he had a gun pointed at her and he forced her into the car, and he had on a security shirt. So he was able to identify at least that the guy had on a security shirt, but officers did also after that receive a report of gunfire not too far away on Lakewood Avenue 1 hour after the kidnapping. And they didn't find anything at that time as far as when they went to go check out what was going on as far as the gunfire. They didn't locate the situation. However, the situation located them the next morning. So, and her body was actually found with multiple gunshot wounds, shot near an abandoned home on Lakewood Avenue, like I mentioned, in Atlanta. And there was a 911 call as well released of the person who found the body, which it was found in front of a home on the corner of Lakewood Avenue. And the person called about 9 something in the morning, between 9 and 10 o'clock a.m. And that would be maybe 3-4 hours after the body was, after she was missing, excuse me. So he said the body had dried up blood, and she was face down in like bushes and trees or grass or whatnot. And she wasn't breathing, and she was in front of an abandoned boarded up house. So, just sad. Like, she came up missing. However, she ended up dead where they heard gunshots an hour after she was reported missing. So I just don't know the time frame between the hour that she came up missing, what all he could possibly do or what all happened, because he does have a very interesting background, which we'll get into as well. So, in regards to this tragedy, a DeMarcus Brinkley, who was 27, was actually booked on August 17th. So, a couple days right after the incident, into Fulton County Jail for her death after being identified as a person of interest. Okay? We know how that go when they say your ass a person of interest, and all of a sudden you end up in a damn high-speed chase. And that's how they caught him in Griffin, Georgia, which everybody know, Griffin, Georgia police, that is the real country. Nothing but dirt roads, straight, like, yes. And it's really long country miles, and it's not too much in between. It's like wide open. It's not city at all. So that's the wrong place to try, unless he thought he was going to duck on some back city roads. But then again, I mean, some bad country roads. But then again, I mean, I think he was in a high-speed chase, which I think with the highway patrol or something, or the state trooper, so that was dead anyway. Okay, they was about to bring out the helicopters and all that. So, anywho, as far as that goes, I do have some exclusive insider tea, which I promised you guys I would have. However, the police actually did say that he was a person of interest. Okay, but the police are not saying why he was a person of interest. But my insider scoop slash tea slash hasn't even been released yet says, as far as my sources, they say that allegedly he had an argument with her at the bar, and then he followed her home, and that's when she got kidnapped, and then was ended up found dead, which is, I'm assuming, was their motive, and that was the probable cause to suspect that he had something to do with it, considering they allegedly had an argument the night that it happened while she was at work, and then it was a follow her home thing, and I guess it was like a I'll show you bitch. I don't know what that was. Like, I don't know what was the point of, like, you should never be that mad at somebody that you followed them all the way home and then kidnapped them knowing they end up dead, and then you know you was just at work, or this is your line of work while you got the security shirt on. You know everybody got a doorbell cam. That's stupid. Yeah, and anyway, but that's the exclusive insider tea on that. So that should be developing soon. So we'll just have to wait to see how that went down, what happened, and if my sources are correct there. So thanks for that as well. And Brinkley actually is being charged with murder, false imprisonment, aggravated assault, possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, as well as possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. So he already is a felon. So just by him having the gun, that's going to be an extra, and then he didn't kill folks. So at the end of the day, he ain't going nowhere. Okay, so you know he's there with no bond. No questions about it. Now, as far as his criminal history went, they went all the way back to when he stole a teacher's iPad in high school. I mean, they went back, they did some digging. Okay, in 2012, the police responded to a child molestation call in regards to him, and in 2013, they got another call that came in about him trying to rape, quote unquote, trying to rape a 5-year-old female, which that's in the police report. And then he also served time from 2013 to 2016 for a number of charges, including aggravated child molestation. So he just been going around child molesting and raping folks apparently for a long time, and these are convicted charges. So as far as that one, a number of charges, because he served time for those from 2013 to 2016. So 3 years of something happened, and that happened to be the same year that he had that issue with it. So y'all go figure. Okay. Now, what was he actually doing with her for that hour? Like I said, I don't know. We'll find out when an autopsy or coroner's report is released as far as exactly what happened. And as far as Germ, he actually went on social media to express his love for her, and, you know, which is really sad. Like, I don't know who would expect but I'm sure this is stuff that happens because people are sick, and instead of dealing with things, they're going to get a little bit of therapy about something. Even process it on your own, meditate. I don't know what you need to do, but just to go around killing folks because y'all got into an argument while you was at work is absolutely stupid, allegedly. I'm just saying. Anywho, my condolences to Germ, also to Mariam's family in regards to this situation. Tragic, tragic, tragic. And the person that had the high-speed chase that was in Griffin like a dummy, everything he did from the beginning to the end was just dumb. So, let me know what you guys think. I'm sure there will be more information as this story develops. And stay tuned as well to see what happens. And this is Lala News 3, and I'm out.